Hello my beautiful lovelies, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing something that I haven't really done in a very long time, which is doing a speed paint video. Now I think the last time I did one of these was, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. Don't quote me on that though. But I decided for my first speed paint in a couple of years to give this a shot is for the wonderful cover artist named RafScrap. Now I really hope I'm pronouncing her channel name right because I absolutely adore her work. She's a cover artist just like how I am, and she's so amazing. She really inspires me, not only with animations, but I'm pretty sure she has also made animatics and animations as well for not only her videos, and I think also for Amy Lee, I want to say, or known as Monarch on Twitch. But again, don't quote me on that. Now, I know one thing that a lot of people will probably get annoyed about in this video is I'm only using one layer for this piece of art, and I apologize for that. I am a noob when it comes to doing artwork. So I decided, you know what, why not just do one layer, because I don't know how to do layers and I'm not that tech savvy. So I just winged it. When I decided to make this design for Raf, I really wanted to make her in my series type of outfit. I'm making a Renaissance / fantasy world series called Marenea's Adventures or Nanari, and for some reason I always see Raf with a scythe. I think she's had a scythe in some of her artwork for her covers beforehand, but I just feel like that's really the type of love she would have if she was able to. And I figured out that her hair is dark purple, I think, from her character that I see online. I really hope I got it right because like I was trying to get it close to the reference that I had pulled up while I was making this piece, and it was fun making her in a Renaissance era with a scythe and making her hair all flowy and pretty. I did give her a little crown because I thought, well, she is the queen of altos singing, and boy, she really inspires me as a singer and artist. Like, I would love to get to work with her one day or even become friends, and I decided, you know what, for my first time doing a speed paint in a while, that I would do it for her. I have debated on doing this a couple times with some more of my friends or artists that I have listened to or come to meet. I think the biggest part of this piece was definitely the shading. As you can tell, still with only using one layer, I'm really limited to only one thing. And again, I'm not too tech savvy when it comes to doing these things in art programs. I have been using Fire Alpaca, my art program, for a couple years now, but that still doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm doing. Now, I figured she would have a cute little boots with her jeans. I was gonna make them leather, but I knew that if I did black or deep gray, it was really gonna be hard to contrast with her. So I decided to keep with the purple and blue theme that she typically seemed to have. Now, in this whole art piece, you will notice that I have an obsession with hearts. Like, anytime I'm able to add a heart into a drawing, I do it because it's one of those things. I found Raf through one of her covers, actually. It was her Hellfire cover that I found a couple of years ago, and I fell in love with it. And this was kind of the time when I really started getting into animatics. Now, I know my animations aren't fluent, so I can't say animation, so it's whatever. But I fell in love with her Hellfire cover, along with her My Lullaby from The Lion King 2. Now, when I started making this, it was on my old Firefox tablet or whatever it was, and I was still getting to learn how to use my program at the time, which led to some difficulties. After almost a year's worth or whatever, the tablet died. I have tried trying to make it come alive because I have lost all the work I had made on that original animatic I did with her Hellfire in My Lullaby, which I'm still kind of mourning over because it was about 200 frames, especially for that Hellfire, but it's okay, it happened. But it still doesn't mean that I'm not mourning. But it now gives me a chance that I'm remaking it and actually hoping to finish it and get it out to you guys. I absolutely adore the Hunchback of Notre Dame. So when I saw she did a Hellfire cover, I fell in love. I really hope I can get this animatic out quicker. I was actually hoping to finish it, but I'm not even like halfway done past the intro. Like I just finally got to the point where she was singing and after the chanting, which is so good. Again, I highly recommend her. If you haven't checked her out yet, please do. Now, one of my friends, Eliza the Bard, me and her often talk and listen to Raf's songs, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna be brave and try and draw her because I'm still trying to learn my art style, but I'm still learning a lot with it along with my singing, so it's a hit or miss. So hey Raf, if you're ever decided to watch this, can I send in my friendship application to you? So I had so much fun drawing this scythe. I don't know why I thought to put a blade at the end of the scythe, like handle, but I did. I figured some little eyeshadow wouldn't match nicely if I somehow blended those when I could. I loved how I did the eyes with these because I have been trying a lot of new things with those. I definitely think that the next cover artist or person I might draw in a speed paint will probably be either Marinea or Eliza the Bard in my series art style, just because I adore both of them very much, and I would love to see kind of what they would be like if I put them in my series. Well, not series, but like their designs, you know, because that's really the only designs I can do because it's really hard for me to do modern. So here I decided I was gonna make some like spectacle like claws. I don't know, I thought it was a nice little touch to add. And then today I worked with some of my crew on making the fire spirits that you would see in my series. This was my first time ever drawing them since we discussed them, and they were so fun. I love the idea of making fire spirits butterflies, and it was one of my favorite touches in this piece. Especially for Raf, I figured that fitted her if she had the fire spirits. Thank you all so much for who have stayed in and listened to my rambling and watched this speed paint. I hope y'all enjoy, and thank you again so much for your constant support.